Yes, my voice is audible. Lokesh, Manoj, and Ratan. Okay. So you'll be getting the videos. I think they have not sent you. Did nobody received? Because it will be available our demo sessions on YouTube also, and they'll be making a drive. Yes, all the videos they will upload. You have received? Okay, I think you made the payment. After that, they are sending maybe. So Pradeep, sorry, yes, Pradeep, it will be sent to you. Don't worry about that. Okay. So shall I start the session? So they have sent the detail. I think you might have noted down here. This is the number. You can make a payment on that number. Okay. So let us start our session. So before that, let me just revise what we have discussed yesterday. So in yesterday's session, we have discussed about the structure of the Linux OS. So is it clear to everybody, or I need to just revise it? Is it clear? So Lokesh, Manoj, and Pradeep. If it is clear, I'll go to the installation. No, you want me to just repeat or revise briefly about the structure means I can do it. No, it's okay means I'll move to the next topic, that is installation. Yes, for Manoj it's fine. You also okay? Pradeep, and what about you, Lokesh? Is it fine means I'll start the installation. Can you just confirm so that I can move to the either revising or Acha, you have done the payment? Lokesh, it is your first class, so you'll be getting the videos of that. So yesterday, day before yesterday, this actually course is started. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, no problem. So on the first day, that is day before yesterday, I just went through the what is Linux. Linux is an open source operating system. Open source means the source code of the Linux operating system, which is designed by Linus Torvalds. It's so whatever coding or program he has written, he put it over the internet, which anybody can access and also modify. Because of that, we have so many flavors. So many flavors in the Linux. So like Ubuntu, Kali Linux, Debian, SUSE, CentOS, Red Hat. So we are going to discuss according to the Red Hat because that is the good product. So we are going to discuss this course using the Red Hat, but through the CentOS. What is the difference between Red Hat and CentOS? I'll tell you. See, Red Hat company now which has been taken over by the IBM. So their OS is free, but when you purchase or when you take the OS from the RHL, which is called Red Hat Enterprise Linux, which is similar to like the Windows, we have server OS. So if you want to work like an administrator, you have to work on the RHL OS. So they have for the home purpose another OS called Fedora. Fedora is for home purpose. But if you want to work like an administrator, we have to work on the enterprise Linux, which is like a server OS. So we are going to discuss the RHL 7 through the CentOS 7. So what is the difference is that the company, whatever the features the RHL is giving, so these people, some people who are working like a Linux experts in different company, to spread the Linux, they form an association with the name CentOS. So what is the name? CentOS. CentOS stands for, so let me write it so it will be better for you. So we are going to discuss this course using the RHL 7. Using the RHL 7. So what is the difference between RHL 7 and CentOS 7? I'll tell you. So this is the product of the Red Hat company. Now Red Hat company is taken over by the IBM few years back. So whatever features they are giving, So it started with RHL 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 9 is latest. But most of the servers in the companies are working on RHL 7. So that is the reason we are discussing this course according to the RHL 7. So here RHL stands for what? The full form of RHL is Red Hat.
Enterprise Linux.
Yes, Enterprise Linux. So this is the OS similar to like we have in Windows Server OS, which is used in the companies. So whatever features, whatever the features and the commands, everything from interface, everything will be similar to CentOS. So here, a group of people, they form one association. These people are not the normal people who are the Linux experts in different companies. They form one association. So here C stands for what? Community. Because their intention is not to earn the money or do any business. Just they want to spread the Linux. So they form one association with the name CentOS, Community Enterprise Operating System. So what they have done, they have taken the permission from the RHL, Red Hat. So they also want the Linux to spread. They also, this also. The company cannot survive on free concept. But these are the individual people who form one group. So what they are doing, they are taking the source code from the Red Hat and exact thing they are copying and pasting with their permission in CentOS. So for RHL1, we used to have CentOS 1. For RHL2, CentOS 2. Like that, for CentOS 7, we have, sorry, for RHL 7, we have CentOS 7. So from installation to every command will be same. Only difference is here, if you purchase their genuine OS, they will provide you the support. Technical support they will provide here. But for that, they are charging. Here, it is completely free, but no support. This is the difference. So we are using the OS for training purpose. So we don't need any support. Okay, so that is the reason we are going to discuss RHL 7 through CentOS 7. Okay, so Manoj is not having a problem with the yesterday session. So Lokesh is new to this, and Prateek, I think you said you yesterday, maybe because of some work, you left in the middle. So do you want me to revise yesterday just briefly, then move to the today's session, or you want me to start today's session with installation? I'll go with the majority. Lokesh and Prateek, you have to decide. And Manoj, if you don't mind, can I just, if they ask me, can I revise? Because I have to follow everybody. Okay. So yes, Prateek and Lokesh, you want me to just briefly revise what we discussed yesterday? And anyhow, you'll be getting the recording sessions also. And one more thing, if you have made the payment, Manoj, I have received the confirmation, and our friend just now made the payment to Pratik also. So this is my another mail ID. You can just note it down. So you just ping to me on this mail ID so that I will send you the required document which I have, like I have made the practical step 5. Yes, you can watch the previous videos also. It will be available to you. It will be sent to you. So this is my mail ID. So Manoj and Pratik, since you have made the payment, just ping to me on my mail ID, and Lokesh, as soon as you make a payment, you just note down this mail ID, send to me. Just ping to my mail ID. I'll be sending you 3 files. One practical step file and the 2 files related with the theory. One with the related with the standalone topic, and the one file theory related with the network admin servers part. So these 3 files I'll be sending you. And as for the, once the payment is done, they'll be creating one the drive. On that drive, everyday videos they will be uploading. Okay. So now can I continue? Can I continue? Okay, so just I briefly revise yesterday's session, then I'll start today's session. So yesterday we discussed the structure of the Linux OS. So where exactly what data will be stored. So the most important thing is you have to remember What is the name of the administrator in Windows? It is called administrator. What is the name of the administrator in Linux and Unix? So can you please tell me, because that is the minimum you should be aware. Yes, what is the name of the administrator in Linux and Unix? Please tell me, or if you want.
System administrator.
I think somebody mic is unmuted. So can you just keep it in position? Okay. So the name of the administrator in Linux. What you will call the administrator name in Linux? Yes. Anyone? Manoj, Lokesh, Steve. No. The system see, once you are done with this course, you'll be eligible to work like a system administrator, Linux system administrator. But what is the account name of the administrator in Linux? So the administrator in Linux is known as root. Yes, very nice. So please remember this. So the administrator account name in Linux is root. Who is root? Root is a user. Which user? Super user or administrator user. So this name we cannot change, and it is in small letter. Yes, root means is a administrator. So when we install the Linux OS, when we install the Linux operating system, where it will be stored? Windows OS will get stored on C drive. In Linux OS on slash. Root is a user. Which user? Administrator user. So root user data will be stored where? In slash root. So if you understand these three things, root is a super user or administrator user. So minimum this we should be knowing. Slash is a root directory. It is a directory. What it is called? Root directory, which contain Linux OS. It contains Linux OS. Like Windows OS will be there in C drive. In Linux, there is no drive letter concept. It is a root directory contain Linux OS. Then the slash root is a subdirectory, which is called the home directory of root user. So root user created data will be stored where? In slash root. And slash home is the home directory of all users. So all users data will be stored where? In slash home. Like in Windows users, here slash home. Okay, so this is what I have went yesterday with the structure of the Linux OS. So this is the overall structure of the Linux. You can see here this diagram. So yesterday I went for detail everything. Like here slash contain slash is a forward slash is a directory which is called root directory. So inside this slash there will be so many directories. So what is the advantage of Linux? These subdirectories. So when we are reading, we have to say slash before the name. So when we install the Linux OS, whichever subdirectories are important, we can create a separate partition. So that when any one of the OS folder get corrupted, so that folder belong to which partition, that will get affected, not the complete OS, which will happen in Windows. So I told you 2 days back, in Windows, everything will be installed on a single drive, that is C drive. So that is easy to operate, but inside the C drive, if one of the OS folder get corrupted, like user folder, so it will ultimately affect what? The C drive, because everything is on a single partition. But in Linux, the OS will be installed on multiple partitions. So today, when we start the installation, I'll show you whichever partition are important, whichever subdirectories are the subfolders are important, we can create for them separate partition, which we cannot do in the Windows. So that is also one of the reason Why Linux is more secure and stable. That is the reason most of the servers in the companies are working on Linux operating system in the server. So most of the servers in the world are working on a Linux operating system. Most of the clients are using Windows because it is easy to operate, but servers mostly on Linux. So here we discussed yesterday each and everything, starting with what? Slash. Slash is called root directory, which contain Linux OS, similar to C drive. Under that, one of these subdirectories slash root, which is called home directory of root user. So slash root is called home directory because whenever root user log in, by default it go to which location? Slash root. So if anybody asks, I have created. So if you are logged in as a root user and created some files and directory, where it will be stored? In slash root. So root created data will be stored in slash root. Then the rest of the users except root, rest of the users data will be stored where? Slash home. Slash home is the home directory for all users. So when a user writes the data, where it will be stored? In slash home. Suppose I'm the user one. So slash home slash u1. So you are suppose u2 user slash home slash u2. So when I create as a user one data, my data will be stored in slash home in the folder called user one. Your data will be stored in slash home folder called user two. Same like Windows. Now slash boot, it is a very important directory. So what it will do? It will do the booting process. So slash boot directory contain bootable file, bootloader, which is called grub, and the main part of the Linux OS is Linux kernel. So these three things will be present in the slash boot directory. So whenever we switch on the machine, slash boot directory will load the OS from hard disk to RAM by using the bootloader. Then the booting process is taken over by kernel, then the bootable file. So this complete detail we will learn in booting process. Okay, after the basic commands. So if suppose, then we will get the login screen. If the slash boot directory get corrupted, you will get an error called grub error. So on the monitor, black screen will appear. On that it will be written grub greater than. It will be something like this. So if the slash boot directory get corrupted, it is called grub error. So on the monitor, it will appear like this, grub greater than. For this solution is, we need to insert the bootable pen drive, go to the rescue mode. Like in Windows, we have safe mode, here rescue mode. Then you have to reinstall the OS. Reinstall the OS. Okay. Oh, sorry, you don't have to reinstall the complete OS. Just you have to reinstall the slash boot directory. Then again, the OS will get ready to boot and you'll get the login screen. Okay. So slash contain Linux OS, slash root contain root user data, slash home all users data, slash boot contain Linux kernel, which is called the core or the brain of Linux operating system, along with bootable file and bootloader, which load the OS. Slash bin contain commands which can be used by all users. Slash sbin contain commands which can be used by only one user, that is root. So whenever we install any application, where it will be stored in Windows, in program file, in Linux, in slash usr, which is called Unix system resource. So this when we install the OS, it creates a file. That file is called configuration file, which will be stored in the etc, which is called Windows registry. And if you want to see the hardware devices information like hard disk, we have to go to slash dev folder, which is called devices. Variable information like log files will be available in slash var. Library files will be there in lib. OPT contain third-party install application. When we get the application from our OS. And if you install that, it will be stored in etc. Oh, sorry, it will be stored in /usr. So I repeat, whatever application, thousands of inbuilt application you will be getting once you install the Linux OS. So it will be not installed, just it will be available. So whichever application you want, you have to install. So whatever application inbuilt you are getting, if you install that, it will be stored in /usr in Linux. But some application may not be there. Sometimes you need some application which may not be there with your OS. So you have to download from some third-party source like internet, then install it. So that is called third-party applications. So OPT, which is called optional, it is empty directory which is used to install the third-party application. Media directory is used to access the removable plug and play devices like CD, DVD, our pen drive. And MNT is a directory, empty directory, which can be used to access the partition. In Windows, everything is accessed with drive letter. In Linux, everything is accessed with a directory. Temp content, temporary file. Lost plus found. When you want to access the partition, you have to create a link between partition and directory. That directory is called mounted directory. In the mounted directory, you will get one folder called lost plus found. So when the system crashes unexpectedly, some of the file fragments will be stored in that. So using the tool called FSCK, file system checking tool, we can repair the damaged file from that lost plus found directory. That's why it is created. So this is the overall structure of the Linux OS. So this is what I have explained yesterday. So now can I proceed with the installation? Can I proceed with the installation? Okay. So for installation, what you have to do? So I'll be sharing you this file. For the time being, you manage. I hope Manoj and Pratik, since you have made the payment, you just ping to me on my mail ID, which I have given to you. So maybe today or tomorrow, I'll send you the required document. So along in that document, this is one file in which all the links are there. So first thing, what you have to do the installation, first you have to install the VMware. Without disturbing your physical machine, you have to install this VMware. So I'm having VMware 17th version, crack version. So presently, right now, I'm sharing you on the chat box. Please copy this. So here, what you have to do, you have to just copy. Please see here. Don't copy the heading. Just copy the link. See here, I'm copying from HTTPS onwards. So copy this link. Copy the link. Then go to the browser. So this is the link I have put you in the chat box. You can copy for the time being. Anyhow, I'll be sharing you this file. So now I have copied that link. Now I'm opening my browser. Now I'll paste that link. Now see it, you will get this VMware. So just so you don't have to give any detail, just go down here and download this. So your physical machine might be Windows, yes, your laptop OS. So without disturbing that, first you have to download. Like here, my physical machine is Windows 10 Pro. So I'm taking different courses. So how it will be possible? So I'm installing on this Windows 10 Pro VMware. Like you have VirtualBox, VMware, Hyper-V, but best one is VMware. Easy to operate and more features. So what you have to do, you go to this link, just download VMware Workstation for Windows. If your background machine is Linux, Your physical OS is Linux, this, but our all machines will be there with Windows. So you download this. Just click here, it will start downloading. So like here, it started downloading. See here. Just download this. After downloading is completed, where it will be there? Where it will be there? So you go to your PC, download. So here, you double click on your VMware setup file. Next, install. It will ask the key. So key also I have given you. Just copy and paste this key. Then restart the machine. So one icon will appear on the desktop. So without disturbing your physical machine, you have to install the VMware. So first you download the VMware, the link which I have given to you, download. After downloading, one icon will appear on the desktop. So this is the first thing you have to do. I hope you are following. Yes. If you are getting any confusion, any doubt, please use the chat box or unmute your mic and speak to me. Up to this, it is clear. Okay, fine. Then what you have to do next, we want to install the OS. So the OS also size I have given. Even the 8 link I have given, but better I'll suggest you download this OS. VMware 16 also have given, and the operating system have given. So copy the only the head. Don't copy the heading, copy only the link. So it will be having different OS sizes. So I have written in the bracket, you download this size 4.4 GB. So that also I'm pasting it on the chat box. I think I have not done that properly. 1 minute. I'm putting now the operating system link. Yes, now it is there. The above one is the link for the VMware it is, which I already mentioned here. So now see here, I'm copying the link of the operating system to show you that the links are working. So copy the link. Don't copy the heading and the size, just the link. Then again, you go to the browser. Now paste this link, enter. So you will have multiple OSs. So I'll suggest you to download this second one, which is about 4.4 GB. You don't download the very less OS size and large like 9.6. So this is enough for our course, 4.4 GB, which will have everything. Okay. So I hope it is working. See here. If I just click here, start downloading. You don't have to give any detail. So once these two things are ready, now you can proceed with the installation. Now once these two things are ready, you can proceed with the installation. So up to this, is it clear? So I'll proceed with the installation. So in that, first we have to create one virtual machine. Then we have to proceed with the installation. So for that, don't install the Linux OS on your physical machine. First, download the VMware and install it. And after that, download the IST image of the operating system CentOS 7, which I have given. So I copied on the desktop. See, as per the, if you want to work like an administrator, the best OS is Red Hat. So I think you joined little bit late. The equivalent Red Hat, like in Windows, we have server OS and client OS. So similar to that in Linux, we have enterprise Linux, which is like a similar to server OS. So Ubuntu is mostly suitable for home purpose. Mostly it is graphical, easy to operate. It is a Linux, but more graphical support. So it will be suitable for home purpose. But if you want to work in the industry as an administrator, most of them, they use only Red Hat, RHL. So in RHL versions are there. Today I explained like RHL 1, 2. Now most of the company servers are working on 7. So we are discussing RHL 7 through CentOS 7. Because for RHL, they are providing the support, but for that they are charging. But exact same thing, a group of people form one association with the name CentOS. I explained, you can see in the recording. I think little bit late you have joined, Feroz. So here CentOS stands for C means community, enterprise operating system. So exact same, whatever is there in RHL with their permission, they are copying and pasting to spread the Linux. So it is completely free, CentOS, but no support. So it is the exact equivalent Xerox copy of the RHL. So for RHL, every version starting with RHL 1, we have CentOS 1. For RHL 2, CentOS 2. Now we are discussing CentOS 7 with, which is equivalent to RHL 7. After that, RHL 8 was released. The equivalent of that, CentOS 8 was released. Now latest one is RHL 9. For that, CentOS 9 is available. So as per the industry purpose, CentOS is better compared to Ubuntu. Okay, Feroz. Now, can I proceed with the installation? Yes. Have you understood, everybody, what you have to do? So I provided on the chat box 2 links. And anyhow, those who made the payment, to them, I'll be sharing this file. In that all the practical steps along with the links are there. So first you have to download the VMware. After downloading, install it. Install the VMware. The key is also there. Then after that, you download the IST image of the CentOS 7, 4.4 GB. After downloading the ISO image, don't extract or don't compress. You keep as it is. If these 2 things are ready, we can proceed with the installation, which I'm showing you now. So now, once your VMware is ready, okay, so you have not copied that, Pratik. Okay, I'll do it 1 minute. Yes, I'll be sending you the file. You have made the payment, no? Okay, then I'll be sending you. So have you pinged to my mail ID, which I have given to you? So that after the session itself, I'll do it. So first I given the VMware link. So those who have not copied, please do it. So this is for the VMware. So you just copy the heading. See, I have given you my mail ID. I'll repeat my mail ID. Just you can ping to me so that I'll send you. This is my another mail ID. So you just Manoj, you also, because you also have made the payment. So just ping to me, to both of you. I'll send you this practical step file and the 2 files which are kept for the standalone and network admin, the theory part. Okay, that is my mail ID. And after that, I have provided one more link that is for the operating system. So copy the link and download which one? Second one, which is about 4.4 GB. I have written in the bracket. So don't copy the heading and the size, just copy the link. Yes. Then paste it. I have shown you. It is showing you. Now, can I proceed with the installation now? Or shall we do it tomorrow? Because it may take about like we have to stop in middle. So shall we do it tomorrow? The installation. So that you can also be ready with these two things. So tomorrow, when we start the session, I'll show you using the VMware how to create a virtual machine and install the OS. See, if you want to work like an administrator, as it is my opinion, you can create the future for yourself, whatever field you select. But you have to become good. We need to make ourselves good. Automatically, the opportunities will come to you. Whether you select any field will have the future. So we have to make ourselves that capable enough. You have to struggle a little bit. Then every, like I'm not saying Linux is not having future. It is very good future for everything. Cloud is there. This if you want to work on any AWS DevOps without Linux, you cannot work. And most of the servers are on the Linux. So you ask any of your friend, Linux is must. And whatever we are teaching, it is the level 1. Okay. Most of the servers are in Linux. You can understand from that. Like our another thing, education wise, people think if you do the BPC, MPC, have a good career, but they doesn't go with the what the actually the boy or a girl interested. If you do the MEC also, or if you do CEC also, there also you can make a career. But whatever field we select, we have to do hard work and make ourselves good. Definitely opportunities will come to you. Okay. So shall we do the installation tomorrow? I think it will be better because we have to stop in middle otherwise. So tomorrow we'll do the installation, and tomorrow itself we'll start the installation. Oh, sorry, the basic commands, all fundamental things. So if you have any questions, any doubt, so please, anybody have any questions, any doubt, you can ask me before I close this session. Yes, anyone, any questions, any doubt? Okay, so then can I close the session then? I didn't understand, Feroz. You are saying no doubt, or I said, shall I close the session means you need to ask something? Yes, Feroz, you have any questions? No doubt. So can I close this session then? So can I close the session? Okay. So see you tomorrow. Good night. I'm closing the session.